In the heart of an African capital city, a young politician stood on stage, surrounded by his cheering supporters. He had promised jobs, ended corruption, and dared to challenge powerful old men. But just 3 days later, he was found in a burning car. They called it an accident, but was it really? In Africa, politics doesn't just break dreams, it buries them. But why? Why does power seem to come with bloodshed, betrayal, and silence? And who's really pulling the strings? Today, we're diving deep into the shadows of African politics. Not with rumors, but with real stories, some terrifying, some tragic, and a question that has haunted the continent for decades. Is politics in Africa really just a dirty game? Thomas Sankara spoke of change. Patrice Lumumba spoke of unity, but both paid the ultimate price. African history is filled with leaders who tried to challenge the system and ended up silenced forever. It seems that when a politician tells the truth in Africa, the system sees them as a threat. These leaders weren't perfect, but they were brave. They wanted Africa to own its voice, its land, its future. But, many were betrayed by people within their own governments. What does that say about the kind of power that rules behind the curtains? Could it be that politics in Africa isn't just about serving the people, but honestly surviving a deadly game of loyalty, betrayal, and fear? In many African countries, elections are not won at the ballot box. They're won in backroom deals. Money flows like rivers during campaigns, but when the people vote, nothing changes. Why? Because godfathers and power brokers decide who rises and who falls. These so-called invisible hands control everything. Contracts, media, and even, who goes to jail or who gets protected. Many young politicians enter the game with, really big dreams, but they're quickly told, play by the rules or get out. And the rules? Well, obey the money, silence your conscience. So who really runs African politics? Is it the people or the billionaires behind the scenes? Sometimes African elections don't just end in arguments. They end in bullets. From Kenya to Nigeria, from Zimbabwe to Congo, we've seen votes turn into violence. Thousands have died. And honestly, in some cases, the real reason is not the vote, but the fear of losing power. In some countries, politics is, a winner-takes-all game. If you lose everything, even your life. So politicians fight like they're at war. They hire thugs, bribe police, and destroy communities, all just to stay in office. But when politics becomes war, who really loses? Not the politicians, the people, always the people. Across Africa, young people are waking up. They're questioning, protesting, organizing. They're saying no to the game and yes to something different. But will the system let them win? Or will it chew them up like it did so many before? Maybe it's time we stop asking if politics is dirty and start asking why it has stayed dirty for so long. Who benefits from the chaos? And what can ordinary people really do? So what do you think? Is politics in Africa truly a dirty game? Or is it that good people just keep getting caught in a system designed to fail? Let's talk in the comments.